Welcome to this week's bonus episode. As I said, I'm going to keep these short. But first, I wanted to say anybody and everyone who's watching these, thank you. And I hope that it's helping you further your knowledge of wrestling, whether you're a wrestler, a trainee, or a fan. With these shorts that I'm going to add in the bonus episodes, I'm going to keep them brief. And I'm going to try to go over matches that I'm not talking about in the normal series. So right now I'm covering singles matches and basically how to build them and certain things to remember that aren't always in the forefront of your mind when you're putting together a match or you're running a spot that you may have ran a million times. As I said, the universal or international, whatever you want to call it. With training, you probably run that from start to finish until your first match at least 100 times at minimum. And then when you're doing matches, you constantly do that, especially when you're newer. That's something that you rely on. And those little additives that I've been talking about in these videos are super important to make it as realistic as possible. With these, though, I want to cover matches outside of those singles matches. Last short bonus episode, I did a tag team spot. And today I want to do a triple threat spot. A very basic spot, but something I see often, and it's a huge pet peeve of mine. But tag matches, 3-way matches, 6-way matches, 4-way matches, they are a gimmick match. You know, they were originally presented as a gimmick match because the norm was singles matches, which in a gimmick match, I know you're usually used to saying gimmick match of a ladder match or a cage match, a street fight, or so on and so forth. But these are also gimmick matches because they should be presented much different than a singles match. The problem is a lot of these matches are broke down the same way as singles matches, and it shouldn't be. You know, have you ever seen a triple threat where it's basically just two guys doing something and then one guy goes out, another guy comes in? You have to interact with all three players in the match to have a really great three-way, in my opinion. And I think that wrestling fans and wrestlers alike, the more you can mirage it as 1 versus 2 versus 3 rather than 1 versus 2, 2 versus 3, 1 versus 3, all these other things, I think it kind of makes the three-way less special. And we will get into more in depth of the triple threat. But right now I want to talk about what I'm sure everybody has seen is the 3-person strike-off in a 3-way. It absolutely infuriates me when we're doing this and somebody hits somebody and then that person that got hit hits the next person. That's not how this is supposed to be done. 1, it looks weird. Just watching it, it looks strange. But 2, in this, you are registering strikes and then hitting a strike, but not right away. Because the register is super important to put over the person who hits you strike. So it should be, if I'm in a 3-way with 2 people, I hit somebody, then the third person hits me. Then that person I hit hits them. Then I hit. So you're going that way. So focus on this if you're doing a 3-way. If you're in the lead, you hit somebody, then you get hit. The hit happens, then you hit again, then you get hit. I hate when it's like, I get hit and then I hit somebody. It's not a Three Stooges domino effect. It's supposed to go in a certain rhythm. And that rhythm is, I lead 1, somebody hits me, that person hits them, and we go like that. Please focus on that the next 3-way you do. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you later this week.